Hey everybody, Shiv here. So today we're going to be taking a look at a couple things that really pissed me off in the past couple days. I mean, it all kind of came in like three. In this case, it was like 3 by 3 by 3. It was fucking A. Alright. So we're going to talk about probably one of the biggest things that has hit in the past couple days. Matter of fact, one day. Hatred. Yes, I know, my cam and, you know, the little boxes covering the really bad heavy metal looking guy. This is like Glenn Danzig animated, for fuck's sake. Alright? You don't know who Glenn Danzig is, I really feel sorry for you. Alright, so let's talk about Hatred here. Initially this game was put on Steam, a lot of people were like, oh yeah, hey, cool. But wait a minute. This is right about the time there's the whole Gamergate controversy, and we start seeing more of these, you know, politically oriented, less content driven, that actually matters to actual gamers, websites like, oh, I don't know, Kotaku, kind of preaching this narrative that these games are bad and they're reinforcing negative and this, that, and the other, and it's just another shoot 'em up game, and you know, it has no redeeming qualities, it should be removed, this is filth, and, oh my god. I mean, the amount of baby rage I saw from this just fucking boggled my goddamn mind. You had motherfucking, you know, social justice warriors donning on the fucking censorship mantle like they were Jack fucking Thompson's lost love children. I am not even fucking kidding on this shit. I saw the same fucking arguments being made that Thompson made back in the day and continues to make. I mean, Jesus Christ, this motherfucker never shuts up about this shit. I mean, next thing you know, there'll be parental advisory labels on video games. Oh wait, there already are. You know, because we can't have anything without a giant warning label, because we obviously think that the fucking human race is incapable of fucking deciding for themselves whether or not something is good or bad. You know, no matter what other people already have warned you about, no matter what your mom and dad has told you about, no, we have to put this on there, because people might be ignorant of the situation, which, in all fairness, humanity is pretty fucking ignorant to begin with. Yes, I know, I'm a jaded fuck. Get over it. Alright, so Kotaku launched one of many different anti-hatred campaigns. Matter of fact, most of the quote-unquote gaming journalism did the same thing. You can tell who these guys were, because these were the ones that basically posted up the same, gamers are dead, gamers are not your target audience. What the fuck is wrong with you people? Alright? They did all this shit. That's fine, we all know, and you know, they got exposed for being the biggest corrupt motherfuckers in the world. Yeah, because we didn't already know that shit wasn't going on. But, you know, fuck it. The game got taken off the green light, and people bitched. Holy shit. You thought all the rage that came from all these social justice warriors and these websites and journalists, you know, that was actually claiming to have this moral superiority? Yeah, no, you try to censor something and see how quickly you get, like, throngs of people fucking standing up for you. And in all honesty, I honestly think websites like Kotaku did more to sell this game than to dissuade people from fucking playing it. Though, to be honest, if you watch their little video review or playthrough of this, it really shows you just exactly what kind of journalistic integrity the site Kotaku is actually promoting here. The guy doing this literally doesn't play the game. He's in the whole little training stage, which, you know, I paid money to play this game, and I'm going to do my own little personal review on this shit here in a minute, but gets in the training stage, literally got to shoot this, that, and the other, shoots inanimate objects, goes out into the wonderful wild wilderness. He spends most of the time in the training stage. Even says, I want to spend most of my time here, so I don't have to go and actually out there and kill people. Because the idea of actually playing the video game in a, you know, let's go kill people sort of thing was so abhorrent to him that he didn't want to do it. Now, I've got no problem with that. Pacifism, awesome, great. You don't want to be violent to people, that's great. You don't want to support media that is violent to inanimate objects. I'm okay with that. Fuck shit. You don't like to eat meat, good for you. Don't force your fucking opinions on me though, alright? You don't like something, that's fine. But do not sit here and tell me you're going to do an objective review on something when you did not even fucking play it. Yes, the main purpose of the fucking game is to kill as many fucking people as you can and not die. Now here's where I get to go into my little fucking rant about this game. Ladies and gentlemen, I am not quite 40 years old yet. I will be soon. Yes, I know, your gray hair and what the fuck, you're not even 40? Like, no. And stop saying I'm 65, too. I've been around a bit. Which means I played a lot of those great arcade classic games. You know, back when we actually had arcades. Before, you know, consoles were fucking everywhere. Alright? I would spend my Saturday with $5 down at the arcade playing all sorts of really wonderful, fun games. One of these games was Robotron. If you're not familiar with this, I'm pretty sure there's a YouTube video showing gameplay of it. Alright, it was a very simplistic game. You literally ran around and shot the fuck out of every other robot in there. But because they're robots, you know, I guess it's okay. Robot v. robot, there's no harm in this. In all honesty, we see a lot of games like this out there. Same basic concept. But the moment you start adding the human element to it, apparently there's some sort of moral outrage. No, there isn't. I'm sorry. Get the fuck over yourself, you namsy-pamsy little fucking politically correct bastards. Alright? These kind of games have existed for a long fucking time. One of the more successful ones, in my personal opinion, was actually one of my favorites because its whole little premise and story are very much akin to a Philip K. Dick novel, which ironically enough was later turned into a movie starring Arnold Schwarzenegger known as The Running Man. I am talking about Smash TV and its later adaptation Super Smash TV for the SNES. The basic premise here is you're in a giant game show where you must slaughter shit or be slaughtered. The more you kill, the more ratings you generate, the more money you get, more prizes you get. Yes, it's like the ultimate American fucking splatter porn fantasy of what television should be. You know, we've seen a lot of movies that basically have had the same premise, you know, fucking the new remakes of the Death Race series kind of proves that. You know, so it was really cool. You actually had more to do in there than you do in Hatred, and we're going to get to that, alright? You had to fight through wave after wave after wave of different types of combatants who were trying to come and kill you. And it wasn't just one or two at a time. No, we're talking like 20, 30 at a time. So all these upgrades of weapons that you were picking up really fucking mattered. Alright? And then, of course, there were bosses you have to defeat, and they weren't always, you know, like the easiest thing in the world. Yeah, but like many games back then, they basically followed the same damn routine, and they had little giveaways when they were about to do their super things where you had to go run off in the corner and to avoid it, whatever. So, it became a little bit easy once you played it enough times. Now, again, this is not an original concept in any way, shape, or form. No, it is not. There's been many before, and probably going to be many after. Matter of fact, I know a few of them that are sitting right now in early access that are going to be coming out. One is actually almost an homage to fucking Robotron. So, cool beans. It's like Robotron with a human brain and a robot. I'm okay with that. I like that. That's great. I love homages. But, you know, everybody getting all indignant about this. It was just fucking stupid. And like I said before, sites like Kotaku did more to sell this game than anything else. So, you know, being like the rest of you fucking sheep, I went and I bought it. At 20 bucks. I like paying money for a game. To be honest with you, I know many of you say, oh, just wait till it comes out on torrents and just pirate that shit. Yeah, go fuck yourself. Alright, it's that kind of mentality that will inevitably lead to some pretty fucking harsh laws, regulations that are going to kind of turn the internet into a shitstorm of, I don't even want to be here anymore. Oh wait, it already is. Alright, so, bought the game, installed it, I read all the specs and everything like that. Oh yeah, I'm going to be able to play this all day. Fuck yeah, let's do this. Right? Yeah, I got the specs beat. Nope. No, I'm not even kidding. It was even on the lowest settings, the frame rates were just absolutely horrible. People I know with like 980s were having problems with this damn fucking game. All right, 980s. If you don't know exactly how much a 980 costs to play a $20 game and is that shitty, get the fuck over it, man. Optimization was piss poorly done in this game. I'm kind of hoping that they optimize it because it honestly feels like they pushed it out too soon. It's not optimized. It's not overly good frame rate wise, but you know, hey, I've played on worse. Seriously, I've done World of Tanks at like 10 frames per second. All right, I can handle it, and still manage 5 kills. So, playing through it, I realized, okay, it's literally the same thing. Oh, hey, good execution scenes. Yeah, sure, why not? And the more and more I'm playing it, I was like, why does this seem so fucking familiar? Smash TV? Well, no, be a different atmosphere, environment, but I mean, same basic premise. Mr. Robotron? No, because they're humans. Why does this seem so fucking familiar? Alright, single guy, guns, just wants to kill everyone. Oh, that's right. 2009's movie, Rampage. Yes. And you want to talk about some fucked up shit, go see that movie. Or better yet, go see its fucking sequel. Alright, that's even more fucking anti-social, political driven splatter porn. Don't get me wrong, I like me some good action. I like me some good killing in a movie. But god damn it, I need at least some sort of story plot that I can kind of believe in. That isn't just, hey, I'm gonna kill for the sake of fucking killing. Alright, that's considered snuff flicks. I don't really give 2 shits about snuff flicks. You know, I can turn on the news and see that shit. Alright? So, it literally kind of made me think that the game developers here watched that movie one too many fucking times, thought this would be a good fucking original idea, when the reality is this is not an original idea in any way, shape, or form. Now, people complaining about all the violence, the blood, and the executions, all this, Mortal Kombat did it better. Postal, way worse. Grand Theft Auto, to some degree, way worse. And not that I'm advocating for even more hatred on the Grand Theft Auto scale, but no, fuck it. This game is meek in comparison to other shit I've seen out there. Steam's first adults only. I've seen more gorier shit on Steam than this goddamn thing that is not adults only. The only reason this is adults only is it's a marketing ploy that fucking sites like Kotaku actually pushed in there. And in all honesty, I'm gonna laugh. 10 years down the line, it's gonna come out that the developers of Kotaku and all these other websites had a collusion just to promote this game to actually make it sell. You know? It's kind of like, you know, cops selling drugs to minorities. Think about it. Alright. So yeah, the game all in all, uninspired, kind of boring. You play it for like 30 minutes. I could go through like every single flaw with the game other than the unoptimization of it. I will say the settings are actually quite brutal. Do not play it above easy if you're thinking, you know, you're a badass. Because guarantee, even on medium, you're like, alright, I'm gonna kill you. Ha ha, I killed 10 people. Fuck you, you're done. I'm not even kidding. It is that brutal. It's alright. Now, speaking of, you know, nefarious, underhanded, and collusion, Kotaku recently ran an article about, yes, Steam. And it's funny because the article is about a policy that Steam has enacted basically on about the same, either on the same day or shortly thereafter the release of quote-unquote hatred, which has created some of this, you know, people going through that whole conspiracy, trying to link one event with another sort of thing, and tinfoil hat time. Alright, so I've seen it. Fuck off. Now, people have been calling for a refund policy for quite some time from Steam, because there are a lot of games that we get suckered into playing by websites like Kotaku, Gamasutra, Polygon. Basically any that are advocating these more politically driven agendas versus actual fun agenda. Alright? That I stupidly bought. And then later found out, like, I spent how much for this? Now, in general, I don't ever advocate anybody to buy something without doing any research on it. Like, if you go and buy a car, and you didn't look at it to find out how much the gas mileage was on it, or find out, you know, if it was a manual transmission, automatic, you know, do your fucking research, you know? Your entertainment should be just as important as your fucking mode of transportation in some ways, alright? Because I guarantee you're going to be spending more time in one than you will the other. So I advocate for people to be informed, alright? Don't just go to these websites and read their reviews and take that as the gospel. Read, like, player reviews, alright? Watch independent reviewers. See what they say. Look at some of the game footage. That's almost always readily available before you buy anything. In many cases, I've seen, you know, some of these websites promote a whole bunch of these independent developers that are making these games that they are calling innovative and revolutionary and this, that, and the other, and I look at them and like, this is the most utter fucking step back evolution of fucking gaming design I've ever fucking seen. This is uninspired fucking dribble. I mean, I actually played Depression Crest. I suffer from depression, and even I thought that shit was fucking inane. It was goddamn patronizing on so many levels, I just wanted to vomit. You know? But, I digress. So, there are many situations where you might actually really want a refund, like, oh, hey, this game looks really cool, you buy it, but guess what? Your system does not meet the requirements. Most notably in this, your graphics card sucks big fat balls. Let's be honest, that's like the #1 reason why most people can't play certain games. They just don't have the graphics power for it. Other times, you thought it was something else, or the content did not, you know, there are a myriad of reasons, but I mean, like, the primary one I think most people should really focus on is, you know, hardware requirements, alright? I do think that, you know, because you did not like the game, yeah, I guess you have some justification on that, because, you know, maybe you're just an idiot, you didn't actually do research, sure, why not? But Kotaku puts out this article saying how this kind of refund policy could be bad for a lot of reasons. Gee, I wonder if it could be that people who actually buy the bullshit fucking independent developer games that you keep promoting, that you say are these great fucking innovative games that actually are fucking giant snooze suckfests of goddamn political ideologies being spouted at you in your time of escapism, when you don't want to deal with these fucking first world bullshit made up problems. You go to your game in order to enjoy yourself, but only to be slapped in the face with even more of this shit because you can't fucking run and hide and escape from this shit because goddamn social justice warriors won't let us fucking escape! No, I'm not angry at this at all. So yeah, their fear is basically all these independent developers are going to basically kind of be under a little bit more pressure that if their game doesn't do well, people are just going to demand a refund, and, you know, nobody's ever really going to pay for anything. It's going to be almost as bad as torrenting and blah, 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 blah. Wow, yet again, Kotaku showing exactly how much they really understand about their technically target audience. You don't know shit about fucking gamers. I really wish you people would shut the fuck up. Seriously, my God, you guys are so fucking blowhard. Alright? First of all, if your base complaint about wanting a refund is you didn't like the game, well, that's your own goddamn fault. In all honesty, I think Steam should tell you to go fuck yourself. But unfortunately, they don't actually have a human handling each one of the refunds, so you're kind of getting screwed on that. I will admit, yeah, some of these independent developers who are solely reliant on the game actually doing relatively good are might actually suffer from this. Here's a fucking clue. Stop putting out shit. Stop putting out unoptimized, incomplete fucking games and just saying, oh, well, we missed our target launch date, but this game is mostly complete. We'll fix everything up in the next 6 months. And then, oh, you end up not fucking doing it. And you wonder why people want a fucking refund when you give them an incomplete goddamn product. Alright? The gaming industry is the only industry where you can actually release an unfinished product and get full fucking price for it. If you tried to do that in any other industry, let's say the auto industry, because I love using auto as a reference here. If I was to sell you a fucking car, right? Had 3 of the 4 wheels, no steering wheel or radio, and demanded full fucking manufacturer resale price for it, ain't no fucking way in hell you would pay that shit. So why is it we all of a sudden expect gaming enthusiasts who buying this stuff to accept that same base logic? Why is that? Well, it takes more to actually program a game. No, it takes more to fucking optimize a game. It takes more to fucking fact check your shit. And in all honesty, a lot of developers have become lazy in that. There's so many unoptimized things in like gaming development. It's not even funny. Alright? You telling me this same game that plays on this inferior fucking console plays even worse on my fucking high-end rig that has a way better graphics processor, way better fucking CPU? Oh, sir. That's because you were just too fucking lazy to optimize it for fucking anything other than console. You were forced to optimize it for console. But nobody ever forces you to do shit for PC gamers, and you fucking rape the shit out of us all day long on this, so fuck off. So demanding actual standards from developers, whether they be big or little, should actually be a consumer's right, for fuck's sake, alright? You know, I go buy a fucking blow dryer, and it all of a sudden catches on fire the moment I turn it on. You goddamn right, I'm gonna expect a new fucking blow dryer, and maybe some compensation for the fucking fact that I had to go to the hospital to get my hand bandaged up from being burned. But yet, expecting the same kind of fucking thing with software developers apparently is a no-no. Yeah, so of course Kotaku's all over not liking this concept. Yeah, that just makes perfect fucking sense in my world of bullshit. Alright. So let's move on to another website, shall we? Yeah, it's a website bashing game. Fuck yeah, I love this shit. Alright. So we talked about Kotaku to all hell and back. So we also saw the Daily Dot's little esport of King of the Hill for Hearthstone. And as you all know, I love Hearthstone. I play a shitload of Hearthstone. I find it to be a very fun game, challenging. You never know what you're going to get on a good day. Alright? So they had their King of the Hill thing. Now, King of the Hill is not a new concept in Hearthstone. We had it before. Artosis doing a whole bunch of stuff. We saw like Savage and Strifeco doing really well in that. Tice, a whole bunch of others. So they did their own, and we had Complexity Dog and Faramir. Now, I'm friends with a lot of people in the Complexity. I know team leaders and stuff of that nature. My boy Noxus is on Complexity, so I'm always going to spout all the greatness of Complexity. Yay! Complexity won! Too bad Daily Dot spelled your fucking name wrong. No, seriously, they spelled the fucking name wrong. Like, what the hell? Faramir did very well. Better luck next time. And all else, I thought you might have had it in that Freeze Mage match, but it got kind of shreked. Alright, so besides team name wrong, the overlays looked extremely shit. I'm not even going to try to dress it up. It looked like shit. Now, there was two casters, one of which Powder, great guy, I might like to add, and then there was this ginger-headed motherfucker. And by the way, I have no problem with any kind of, you know, redheads, gingers, that nature. I actually believe all people have a soul, if you believe in souls. But this guy, oh wow, do I have a wealth of fucking anger at this motherfucker. First of all, I'm going to start off with the headset. It's backwards. Now, obviously, you know, this might be an awkward picture, shit happens, but whatever. Being in the Hearthstone scene, I actually have to go pay attention to a lot of things. Like, I'm following, like, the Korean Masters series. I try to catch as many of the Asian streams as well as other more Western streams. I have to pay attention to almost all of the major tournaments, charity events, this, that, and the other. Trust me, my day is literally spent bouncing around from different fucking streams on, like, Twitch and some of these really oddball streaming sites. Yay, contract bullshit. Anywho. And I also read a lot of the news. You know, sometimes I just can't do it that day, so I go and do news recaps. You know, basically let the journalists tell me what I missed. Yeah, that's kind of how you should do it. Alright? Now, I have to do this because I do podcast work. Alright? We discuss these issues. We talk about these topics. And, you know, you can't go into a situation being completely uninformed. You actually have to know what the fuck you're talking about. I mean, that's like pretty point blank rule number one of any kind of social interaction where you're talking about topics. Know something about the fucking topic. Right? So I do my research. I do my homework. Like a good little diligent Shiv should. So I've read Caleb, I guess that's how you pronounce it, I don't know. I've read his articles and all that, and it's kind of funny, because a lot of these stuff he puts out are it's very, 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 very similar to other articles I've seen on other sites. I'm not just meaning it's like same topic, I mean basically paraphrased like paragraphs repeatedly throughout the damn article that I could cite back to another article that came out probably about 12 hours to a day beforehand. Now, I'm not claiming plagiarism in any way, shape, or form, because that would be morally wrong, and I don't like to put out any kind of liable statement like that, basically saying somebody is a hack. But, you know, whatever. So he goes and he's casting this event. And I honestly felt like his understanding of what the fuck was going on was completely not there. I mean, many times it almost felt like he was, you know, an Alzheimer's granddaddy walking through Walmart and getting lost. Or like, where am I? Who am I? Why have I shit myself? That's kind of how I felt like most of the casting was. Powder, you did a really good job carrying this motherfucker. I'll give you credit on that shit. Alright. But, in all honesty, Caleb, stick with your day job of copying other people's shit. Now, I actually watched this all the way through to the very, very end. I was like, okay, I wonder if they'll have any after-show commentary, because that's something you kind of expect after the tournament's over. You know, that you have some people talk about it. There might be winner interviews, this, that, and the other. Okay, so Dog got a little bit of like 5 minutes, you know, whatever, cool. And then it switched to something else that was like literally 3 different people we had not seen at all. And I'm like, who are these guys? What, okay, maybe they're going on to another thing at League of Legends or whatnot. Because I saw this like weird little bust trophy thing behind there, and it was a League of Legends thing. I was like, all right, they're getting the League of Legends. Nope, they're talking about Hearthstone. I was like, all right, fuck it, let's see what these guys got to say. So, it's funny. There was 2 guys there who actually knew what the fuck they were talking about. And they did very good, all right? Very fucking good. All right? Very good. And then there was this one guy. Luke Winky. I don't know if that's how you pronounce his name, but whatever. I had no idea who this guy was. It was like a big guy. I don't like saying fat because I myself am of large stature, and I don't mean vertically. Alright, so he's on there and he's talking, and he's got a little bit of charisma to him, but most of what he's saying absolutely doesn't jive. It's like not firing on all 8 cylinders. Again, I'm kind of getting the whole Callum thing here. And I'm like, what the fuck? Another one of these bastards? But he's loud, he's boisterous, and he uses a lot of profanity in place of actual knowledge. Not that I don't cuss repeatedly, but at least I know what I'm talking about, at least 66% of the time. I'll admit that there's about a third where I'm completely bullshitting it because I'm fucking half awake. But I admit that! All day long! Or long day all, as some people have been known to ask for. And, well, it was just kind of meh. But I didn't really think anything of it, right? Didn't think anything of this. It's like, alright, this guy is fucking full of shit, doesn't know it. I fucking called it like that. Nothing more. So, about an hour later, I'm checking my fucking email, and a lot of the people who watch my stream, come to my YouTube channel, I actually have really good interpersonal relationships with them. I talk with them quite honestly on multiple different topics, deck reviews, things of that nature, you know, any advice, tips, you know, a bunch of shit. Or just shoot the shit about stuff. Occasionally I have Skype conversations with them. A very rare few. Some of them are completely batshit crazy and I'm afraid of. True story. So I got a message from one of them who's actually been really diehard supporter. He's like, hey, did you see the King of the Hill? I'm like, yeah. Hey, are you on Skype? I'm like, yeah, sure. Alright. Alright, did you watch it all the way through? I'm like, yes. Okay, well, did you see the guy at the end? The 2 skinny guys or the slightly plus-size guy? The fat ass. Okay, first of all, don't call him a fat ass, you know. Let's hold him accountable for something other than his physical dimensions, because that's just fucking petty. Alright? Like, well, he seemed like a big fat fucking retard. I'm like, oh god, we're doing this shit again. I'm like, alright, I'm gonna ignore the fat comment. Alright. Okay, what do you mean? It's like, well, he didn't know what the fuck he's talking. In all honesty, he had like a lot of your boisterous, you know, loud, somewhat obnoxious nature. I'm like going, this is not gonna end well for me, is it? No. I already see this is gonna end badly for me. I'm like, uh-huh. But he seemed more retarded. More retarded. Yeah, that's my fan base. Ah, I love that loud retarded bastard. I'm okay with that. That's fine. I was like, okay, so you're basically saying I'm retarded. No, you at least know what you're talking about most of the time. Like, when you're awake. Okay, see, he gets it. But, seriously? A challenge stone for Major Domo? Yeah, that was fucking retarded. Because this guy's whole conceptualization was there's only one way to win a game of Hearthstone, and that's actually going damage to the face. Completely ignoring the fact that fucking fatigue and milling kind of concepts come up. And it's funny because the other 2 people in there talked about milling. And he had no concept of how this actually worked. He actually tried to say, oh, well, you can't really mill in Hearthstone. What the fuck where have I been? Where the fuck have you been? Because that shit's already been happening. I can think of 2 classes that can do it right now. So, yeah, I kind of feel like this guy, maybe he has played this off and on, but he's not been paying attention to the meta, but not been paying attention to the trends. Really, I think he started paying attention to it like BRM, like a lot of, you know, these quote-unquote news agencies kind of do. They cover the highlights of it, but they don't really actually cover the fucking depths. They're not in the trenches every goddamn day grinding it out, saying, fuck you, Rexar. You know, they're not there with us. They're not. And this guy kind of proved it. Totally proved it. Now, I didn't really know anything about this guy. So I actually went and looked him up a bit, and, you know, he's gotten to interview the band Slayer. Fuck yes, I love Rain of Blood. That's one of my favorite fucking songs. Yes, and I'm reading through this. He's done freelance articles for Kotaku. Get the fuck out of here. No, you're done. I don't give a fuck what else you. You wrote for shit. Period. Point blank. But you know, all right, people make mistakes. Whatever. And then I read an article that he wrote for the Austin Chronicle. Now, I've lived in Texas. I've spent some time in Austin. It's an interesting city. It's great to visit for a couple days, but if you're there for over a week, you're really going to hate your life. And I'll be perfectly honest on that shit, alright? This motherfucker writes an article about why it sucks to live in Austin for the Austin Chronicle, where it is mostly distributed in Austin. Surprise, surprise, the city of Austin, the population of it, bitched. Like, seriously, bitch. Asked them to fire this guy, all sorts of shit. The fucking Austin Chronicle had to issue a, yeah, we don't always agree with this guy, blah, 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 blah. And, you know, it's like the Big Lebowski. That's just, like, your opinion, man. Fucking cop-out bullshit, bunch of pansies. You know, I agree with a lot of what he said, though. But there's a time and a place. There's this thing called tact, right? Like, you don't go into church talking about how you just fucking, you know, you came in there commando because last night you were fucking freeballing this damn bitch who you think gave you crabs. That's not a conversation you have at church. You don't say it because that would be crass and lacking of tact. Much in the same way, the place that literally is paying to read the publication that is paying you, you don't say you're all a bunch of fucking drug addict, hillbilly, redneck motherfuckers. That just seems like a really bad choice of fucking career moves there. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Common fucking sense. I don't know. But, yeah. I found almost an entire commentary towards the end so beyond cringeworthy that I really fucking hope the Daily Dot in their attempts to be relevant in Hearthstone will consider not inviting this motherfucker back. Bring the other 2 back. Those guys were great. This motherfucker, hell fuck no. Anyway, that's my rant. All damn near, actually, whoa, 33 minutes of it. So, if you like these videos, please like and subscribe. I'm sorry it was so long, but there was just so much shit I had to get off my fucking chest. Till next time, may RNGesus bless you. And if you run across a motherfucker that looks like goddamn Rudy from fucking Rudy, run his ass over.